Hello, everybody. Collector Joey here. What is up? Hopefully, you guys are having an amazing day today. Today, I went to the fair with my beautiful girlfriend, Myra. It was a fun day. Someone actually complimented, well, I don't have it on anymore, but someone actually complimented the Collector Joey shirt, so that felt good. And I won a lot of prizes there, so that was awesome as well. Um, but enough about me. Let's get into the panel. So I'm just going to go down the line. What I see right here. So first off, we do have Austin here today. Hello, hello, Mr. Austin Nicholas.
Hey Joey, hey everybody
Hey.
else. I'm ready for another fun night, man.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. I know you have to kind of leave maybe a little bit early, so Austin might have to go early, guys. But we have him for right now, so let's cherish this. Um, but the next person I have is the artist of the group. We have Mr. Good Old Spotchka right here.
What's
Hello.
going on, everybody? Joey,
Hello,
Austin, good to
hello.
see y'all back for another episode. Copper Drop, man. I'm excited to
Yes.
talk about this. I was about to say artisan Joker, but the InArt Joker, man.
Yeah.
Also, is that a pumpkin in your background? I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. For the Halloween spirit, we got to get in it.
I love it, man. Looks
Yeah.
awesome. It's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
And I will say we do have someone that's been coming almost all the streams now. Now he will be in here all the time whenever he can make it. Mr. Reverse Zeo. Hello.
Hey man, thank you
How
for
are you?
having me and allowing me to become part of the panel with
Of
this
course.
great, amazing panel and
Yeah.
incredible host. I'm excited to be here once again and looking forward to every stream.
Yes.
So let's get it going, man. Let's get it
Yeah.
going.
Oh yeah, man.
So,
Carlos. Oh sorry, Joe, I didn't mean to
no,
cut you
you're
off.
good.
But
You're
like
good. You.
my brother called me like a few minutes before this stream before I jumped on, and him and
Yeah.
I were talking, and then he randomly hit to me like, "Hey, can you send me your buddy's YouTube link where you talked about Yu-Gi-Oh?" I'm like, "Oh
Oh
yeah, man.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you
That's
right now."
awesome, man. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
So,
yeah, man.
like, what I was gonna say is that Zio now will be coming on because Steve can't really make it to any of these because he wakes up early and takes care of his son and stuff like that. So now we will have Zio on here, and then when Zio or somebody else can't make it, we'll ask Steve, and Steve will come on. So it's kind of like they switch kind of roles. But I feel good about this. It's going to be really good topics, or really good topics tonight. Let's see who's all in here though. Let's see who popped in. We had Jazzy coming in here. What is up? How are you doing, man? Love the content on Instagram. We do have Chris in here as well. What is up, Miami? How are you doing? Yomo always doing the cop or drop symbol. Love it, love it. Glad we had Yomo too. He was awesome last week, wasn't he?
Oh
Oh
god.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Dude, he was fantastic.
he was.
He was
We
He's a
awesome.
have
natural.
yeah. We have Nick in here as well. Hello, hello. Nick's Collectibles, giving those awesome Peacemaker pictures. They look so good. Man, what is in here as well? Hello, saying yo. MB Dyson, the winner. Mysterio's arriving tomorrow. I haven't checked it. Good. Thank you for telling me that. Mysterio's arriving tomorrow. Awesome. Um, we got Mike in here as well. Hello, Mike. Um, Myra, we spent the day together. Great day today. Glad you were here watching. We have Austin warming up the chat in there. Also, Zio in there as well. EC's right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's yeah.
What's up, EC's? How are
Hey
you?
babe.
Renz is in here. What is up, Renz? Been talking to Renz a lot on Messenger. We just say funny things here and there. We love it. Daniel's in here as well. Hello, hello. Myra saying, Austin, we watched Trick or Treat last night and it was a good watch. It was really good. Yeah. So I loved how it was structured.
Wait.
Trick or Treat, it was structured really well.
Ah.
Yeah. I see him right there. Yeah. Oh, you got your lights working. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Christian Cooper in here as well, saying finally got a lightsaber Anakin coming in tomorrow. So hyped.
So he's been looking for that light side Anakin for a little while too, so
Oh,
luckily
okay.
he got him.
Oh, I said lightsaber, light side Anakin. My bad. Okay, cool. I really, yeah. If you didn't get the artisan one, I would have probably done that as well if I was him.
Yeah.
Electric collector is here. Eclectic collectors here. I always say it wrong. Let's see what is up. What is up? Guillermo, hello, hello. What is up, Calvin? How are you doing? I've been trying to get Calvin on the show. It'll happen one day. It'll happen.
My
He's
man.
been a little busy. Yeah,
My man.
that's all right. That's all right. But since we don't have a special guest, guys, we are just going to get right into it. So, because Austin got to go a little early, so we're going to also get right into it as well, so he can give his thoughts on a few things. I'm going to share the screen. I probably should have done this before everything, but let's share it. There we go. First thing we are going to talk about is Mr. Classy Thomas came in here as well. Hello. But first thing right here, Mr. Christopher Reeves, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with his things. The only thing I am familiar with this Superman about is Eminem always making fun of him. So I thought that was always crazy whenever I would hear that. If you guys can relate with me on that one, let me know. But I do think it looks pretty good. I think it does. I haven't seen enough of him to think if the likeness is good or not. So you guys are probably going to have to tell me. But it looks good. And I also heard that the Superman emblem is actually correct now. So it's like stitched in, not like just a flat,
Printed on there.
printed on. Yeah. And so that's what I thought was pretty interesting. But if you guys want to go copper drop on this one, I know it's going to be a 2-pack, so we'll just assume that it is a 2-pack and say copper drop. I will have you guys voting down there in the chats as well, copper drop. But we'll start off going down the panel. Austin, is this a copper drop for you?
Yeah, so I'll make it fast. This is a drop for me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like Christopher Reeves, but not enough to spend the money on a InArt 2-pack.
Yeah.
He looks good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's really good. I'm actually more impressed with like the Clark Kent Reporter one. To me that's more of a standout.
Agreed.
I'll pull it up right now here in a second. I'm doing the poll, but yeah, I see what you mean.
But yeah, I mean, he looks good. He's going to get better, right? That's one thing that InArt does. But yeah, I just can't warrant the price. Once again, the price to value for me just isn't there for him.
Especially because it's not like a crazy like I would say like a crazy outfit like the other Supermans are. It's just like basic stuff tailoring. It doesn't really need at all.
If it was one of those things where like I have that nostalgic sentiment towards them, I don't, unfortunately. Like I would definitely lean more towards like the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited show. I mean that's kind of what encapsulated some of my love for Superman and DC within itself. So yeah, this one's a drop for me.
Okay. Jazzy, we're actually going to get into this question a little bit later, so maybe we'll see a lot more people come in here and we'll know.
We'll see.
Yeah. So Daniel, what do you think, copper drop?
For me, it's also going to be a drop, man. I also don't have a personal attachment to Christopher Reeve Superman. I watched him as a kid, but it's honestly probably been close to 15, 16 years since I've watched these movies, especially the original, man. I have to agree with Austin. I think that the Reporter Clark Kent looks slightly better than the, I guess, Superman one. The Hot Toys one that we saw in Dallas, I think, is still a standout figure. It's over 10 years old now, and it still holds up pretty well, I think. So I'm right there with you, Austin. I don't see a lot of collectors wanting or warranting original Christopher Reeve Superman, right? Because A, where are you going to pose it? B, it's a little pricey within art, right? Because you already know this thing's going to be pushing $1,000 if it's a 2-pack. So, and I can imagine they're going to probably update the base. You're probably going to get some kind of Daily Planet base with Superman, or Krypton base. So, yeah, I don't know. What about you, Carlos?
I think people are going to pick this up, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially big fans.
Yeah, I think it's going to do well.
This one's kind of it is difficult for me because I love DC and part of me recognizes how iconic this Superman is in a lot of ways, right? And his theme is phenomenal, and that's something that's also very cool about this Superman is I think like his theme. When I shoot figures, like I think about like the little reel that I'll do, and I like playing the theme behind the picture and stuff. But I right now the way the figure is, I know it's still an early prototype. It doesn't appeal to me to spend the money as much as, even like it took me a while to even like to be really invested with Henry Cavill's Superman. So and that's a Superman that I really am very attached to, just because of the way that it was looking at first and just here and there. So
Yeah.
for now, this is gonna be a drop for me, man. I do like, I agree with everybody. The Clark Kent looks phenomenal.
Mhm.
And I know that there's still early prototypes, and this is probably gonna be a stunning piece at the end. And I know people are gonna pick it up, but for me, it's gonna be a drop tonight. It'll be a
Yeah.
drop for now.
Yeah, I feel like the suit is tailored pretty well, and the glasses don't look terrible. But we're gonna read through some of these comments. Actually, I will stop the voting poll right now. We got 12 votes in. Oh, people are switching back and forth, messing with me. So we ended it. Clark Kent and Superman Copper drop. So drop is at 57% and cop is at 42% out of 14 votes. Yeah. So what people like it and people don't. But let's see. I did see Brick coming in here. Hello. Glad to see you here. Yomo saying, looking forward to this Christopher Reeve Superman. I've been debating on getting the Hot Toys one for a while. I would honestly probably get this one. I don't know. I'm not an expert or anything. Yeah, I would get this one because it's more updated. Especially because the Hot Toys one is pretty expensive as well. I think this looks pretty decent now. The best thing about InArt, we know they will update these protos. Yeah. And I feel like the plastic up here probably won't be plastic anymore like that. And it'll be more like suede or something.
That's
like
definitely going to be a real material hat. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, one good thing is, go ahead, Austin. Go ahead.
I'll make it really fast. I mean, the thing is, these are really early prototypes.
Mhm.
So just like Nick said, they're gonna continuously adjust and improve these.
Yep.
So that's one thing to look forward to.
Yeah, one thing that I wanted to bring up is the fact that this is coming out. This might be able to bring down the market value on the Hot Toys one, and it might make it affordable for those that have been wanting one and don't have to spend the full money if you're content with the Hot Toys. Because sometimes you can, like me personally, I can settle for I guess a older figure, as long as it's in the collection and it fits the purpose. So it might be helpful for some people that are looking for a Christopher Reeve Superman at a good price.
That's a good point. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Beskar Kid said, "Looks like Soups comes with a rooted camel toe." And I went right here.
I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to be like weird,
I think Beskar, he has more comments to the roast in them.
So this photo looks like Superman. I don't know about Superman, but
you know what actually been really cool on the Clark Kent reporter one, where he had a Superman underneath it and he has action pose of taking it off. That'd be cool.
Who's to say that that's not what they're gonna do though? Because they're gonna have the reporter Clark Kent. You're not gonna have the Come on.
Oh, dude,
how are you gonna pose reporter Clark Kent, right? You're gonna pose him getting ready to suit up, right? I don't know.
Hopefully,
that would be.
That'd be cool. I'd be more interested in that than just Christopher Reeves like this.
If he came with a telephone booth backdrop, that would be sick, right?
That would be cool.
That would be a dope
or an actual telephone booth, because it's already gonna be pricey, right? So just saying.
And I like the boots too. You can't really see it. I couldn't find some pictures on these things. It was kind of hard to find pictures, but I like the switch out right here. So you just have the standing ones and then the flying ones. That's pretty cool. So you can not have that bunching.
Yeah.
I wish they did that with the Henry Cavill Superman, right?
Yeah.
That would have been nice
the boots
too.
are gonna be durable to do that when you're putting it in flight poses. I think they should do that with any flight figures, honestly.
Pretty smart.
Right.
He almost said the likeness is okay. It's not bad. Most of the reveals are early protos, so they will improve. I think so too. I'll wait for J&D. Yeah, that's gonna be a while. MB Dyson is saying, I'd like to cop, but not right now. Right at the moment, we'll just see. Yeah, Jazzy saying cop. This is Superman. This was his Superman growing up in the 90s.
Yeah.
A lot of other people saying things, but we're gonna keep going. I see Big Dog Pound in here. Hello. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, sir. Broke on Toys is in here as well. Boba is in here.
What's up, Boba?
Glad to see you. Yes. Always Big Dog Pound adding everyone. I love it. That is so awesome. I hate being on the phone because you have to at manually. So on the computer, it like ats by itself. I like that a lot.
Of all the dumb YouTube updates that they do, they still haven't updated it where you can't just click on someone's name to reply to a comment. Like,
yeah,
I know. I know.
that's why sometimes if you ever see me in the chat, just like say by your name without the at symbol. That's because I don't feel like typing out your full handle.
Yeah,
I do that all
it's
the
a pain,
time.
dude. It's a pain.
We have okay, don't be saying that in here. Anyways,
That's sports talk, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Yeah.
You nerd.
Hey now. Okay.
Not
So-
Dak though. I'm kidding.
Let's get to the next one, guys. So this one I could not find pictures for some reason for this one, but we got Dumbledore right here. I'm gonna put Copper Drop down there in the poll as well. You guys can vote. Are you gonna cop this Dumbledore? I know you guys have all seen Justin's video or something at least on your Facebook. This is not a high quality picture or anything, but you get the point. So is this a Copper Drop for you guys? I'm gonna start off with Carlos first, and then we'll go up. So Carlos, would this be a cop or a drop for you? It looks good, but
Yeah, it looks phenomenal. This is gonna be an easy one for me. It's gonna be a drop. It just
Okay.
doesn't fit the collection, and I'm not looking to expand right now the way real estate is looking in here. So
yeah,
it's
no,
gonna
right.
be a drop for me. Figure looks phenomenal. So yeah, go ahead, Danny. All you.
I mean, dude, I'm right on the same rhythm as the rest of you. I feel like on this one, right? Because it's like it's a really good looking figure, but I don't think any of us are Potterheads. I'm a pothead, right? But not a Potterhead. So
I think-
like,
I think
I have a
that's
Harry
one
Potter
of the-
tattoo.
Yeah.
do you really? Wait, really? Which one? Where's it at?
Gold snitch.
Hey,
Where?
that sounds pretty cool.
Oh,
I didn't see that one. Where's that one at?
You
On
did
his
see a
eyes.
lot of. It's on one of my back shoulder
See,
blades.
that's why, because I saw the ones on your arms.
Damn.
I wasn't gonna be like, "Hey, Austin, take your shirt off. Let me see your tattoos." Man. But yeah, man, I'm right with y'all. I think that just like with Gandalf, the beard on this thing looks incredible.
Yeah.
But it's like, why this character though, right? You know, they've made Harry, and I'm not discrediting, right? I'm not discrediting Dumbledore over here, good old Dumbs. But
Oh yeah.
I'm saying like a Hagrid would have been cooler to put with Harry because it's the first movie, right?
Mhm.
That or Ron or Hermione. And I'm not saying that they're not going to make them, but I'm like,
yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. Wait, no, that was a different. That was a Hobbit character. I thought they were making two Dumbledores.
Mm-mm.
This Dumbledore to put with Harry, it's cool, and the actor passed away a really long time ago. But like recently, we had the guy who replaced this actor pass away as well, and I think that
Yeah.
a lot of fans would have probably preferred that Dumbledore. You know,
I would.
maybe half
Well,
blood
because this
prince.
one was only in one movie. This
But at
Yeah.
least,
particular
at
actor
least it'll
was
be for
in
their
Sorcerer's
other figure though. The figure that they actually dropped. It's for that one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so. I mean, it's cool, but it's like right with Austin, what he's gonna say, right, is InArt prices, man. It's a little pricey for a Dumbledore figure. So that's
Yeah.
what I'll say. Austin, take it away, brother.
Yeah, I mean, just like Danny said, I mean, for InArt, for that premium, right? You have to deem the figure worth more value than you're paying, right? Ideally.
Mhm.
Yeah. For me, this is a big maybe. I still haven't even decided on the Harry Potter one, because that standard one's $350 on 1/6 kit, and it's pretty basic for what you get for that standard one. I don't want to spend $500 for the deluxe, but I'm torn because I know this particular actor only played in Sorcerer's Stone, but I always liked him. He had a certain charm
Mhm.
and charisma to him, even though not much happened with him, and we didn't get any kind of deep relationship with this particular actor and Harry or whatnot. The first movie is pretty limited on that, but I have a very strong attachment to the first movie and then this
Same.
franchise as a whole. So like, I got my Harry Potter tattoo because when my brother left for Japan for the Navy, him, my mom, and myself, we all got Harry Potter tattoos before he
That's
left.
cool.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
this was-
awesome.
yeah, because like every December we would all like binge Harry Potter movies. So like when I think of Harry Potter, I think of like Christmas time, but I also think of like watching with my mom and my brother, you
Yeah.
know, and we'd all reread the books every single year.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I say all that to say this is another maybe. Right now I keep telling myself I just don't have the real estate. I mean, you guys know the amount of boxes I have to open up, but
Mhm.
I also know I'm going to be getting rid of.
Yeah.
I need to get rid
Yeah.
of 30 figures to clear up some space so I can actually bring in some more figures that I actually want in this collection. So this is a big maybe. This is a big maybe. If I actually pull the trigger and grab Harry, I'm for sure grabbing Dumbledore.
Who else would you want though? Would you want a Hagrid and anybody else from the first movie?
Nate,
I mean,
bro.
Hagrid would be cool.
Look,
Nate would be awesome.
I'm one of those people. I don't necessarily need a complete line, right? Like I have my Star Ace Voldemort. Say what you want about Star Ace. I actually think they nailed Voldemort, at least for the price I paid. I paid 160 for this, like 160 total, and like for the price I paid, I get much more value out of it. But I mean, if I could have the trio, that'd be ideal. Now, would I want to spend the additional money on Hagrid, and would that bring me more value having him with them? I don't know. Yeah. But even just Harry and Dumbledore would be awesome, or just Harry and Voldemort, I'd be very happy with.
I would think it would be cool to have like Dumbledore with Harry, and like Dumbledore have his like hand on his shoulder, like and Harry right in front of him. I thought that would be kind of cool.
Look, so Nick says no, Austin, it's not copper.
Yeah, I saw that.
Copper and drop shoes. Look, so if I have to choose, like if I have to give that copper a job, I'm gonna say cop. Okay. So I know probably in the end it's gonna get picked up for this collection. Yeah.
Let's go through a few of the comments here. So we do have. Can we get a Soups to fly backwards around the Earth and reverse it enough time where we can stop this monstrosity?
I think Beskar Kid. I think Beskar is grabbing the 2-pack.
Oh,
I think that's what he needs.
I think he's done the double down and grab 3 of them. I don't know, man. 3 sets. He can sell 2 of them.
No, he's gonna have 1 inbox and 1 out of box.
Right, a true collector.
Yeah.
Nick is saying that kind of shame they went with the early Harry Potter movies. This Dumbledore didn't do anything but stand around and so this pretty boring figure.
Wait, no, this Dumbledore. I think he's forgetting the movie because at the end he gets the earwax jelly bean. He's like, alas, earwax. That's a big accomplishment. So discrediting my guy.
I know. Come on, man. We got Yomo saying a drop for me just because I'm going into the Harry Potter line, or I'm not going into the Harry Potter line. This is definitely one of the strongest protos at the event. The accessories are awesome, especially for the Phoenix. Yeah, I thought the Phoenix was pretty cool as well. It's like I swear, like I could not find any pictures. Like it was so hard. I don't know why. I was like looking up and everything, looking them up on groups and stuff. I just could not find it. But it'd be nice saying Ron and Hermione are confirmed. I'd rather have Dumbledore than Hagrid. True. Big Dog Pound saying Puff Puff Pass. I think he's talking to you, Daniel. Broke on Toy saying I thought that was a Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I can see how you can get confused. Let's see.
He almost looks like he's from Magic the Gathering too. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that too.
You know, that's what he's doing in his office. He's playing Magic the Gathering.
Oh, 100%. That and World of Warcraft and all these other,
Big Dog Pound is saying I'm intrigued by Daenerys, and let me actually end this real quick. So Cop, let's see, I'm ending it right now with 14 votes here. So Cop for Dumbledore is at 14% and Drop is 85. So yeah, Austin, you're in the minority. I'm sorry.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
But what Big Dog Pound is saying, I'm intrigued with Daenerys, so I believe that is what we have next to talk about.
Perfect segue.
Yeah, thank you, Big Dog Pound, for that. Now, let me hide the comment real quick. There we go. So, I cannot say anything because it's dropped for me. I never watched the show. I got very bored with it the first few episodes, so I can't really say anything, but I'm sure a lot of people have something to say. So we'll start off with you, Daniel. What are you thinking? I forgot to say I am going to. I do not like the rooted, and the like not rooted on top. It looks kind of weird to me. They're not color matched that well, but it is the proto, so I understand. But I am going to put Copper Drop down there in the comments so you guys can vote with us. But Daniel, you go.
You're good, brother. You're good. I'm just like you, man. I have not really seen much of any Game of Thrones. But,
okay. I thought you have.
But I've seen clips. I've seen where the guy who plays Mando gets. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but This does look like Amelia Clark to me, though. I can
It
see it in the
does.
face. I'm not like you. I'm not a big fan of that rooted hair, but the face sculpt looks good. I think the eyebrows are a little heavy. I don't know. Something about it just kind of seems very kind of third party look
She
to it.
looks
So
like she's
maybe I
about to cry.
was about to say, yeah, but we've been saying it all night so far. Prototypes, they're going to change. So I think the tailoring looks really sick on it. The base looks better than some of the other bases that we've been getting because InArt seems to be gravitating more towards these like circular kind of dynamic bases. And this looks like kind of like the, I don't know, the intro to the show or something. So yeah, like we said, the hair is a little too yellowish.
Yeah, it is. It is very
Very,
yellowish. Yeah,
very.
I just noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Damn.
think I don't know, her skin tone's a little too dark. She's a little bit more pale. You know, Amelia Clark's a little bit more of a paler woman. So,
Yeah.
what about you, Austin?
So I'm a big fan. Or I'm a fan of Game of Thrones, right? Seen it. I saw actually way after everybody else. I think I saw in like, I think it was during COVID or right before, like that 2021 little era, and I really enjoyed the show. Granted, it was such a task to finish the show because I'm one of those people like when I start a show like that, I can't just stop and start something else and go back to it. I can't, so I typically have to binge it all at once. So this is one of those shows that makes it very difficult for me to like rewatch. You know, I say all that to say it's a drop for me. There's just not enough attachment there where like I want to spend that amount of money to have this figure in my collection. I just wouldn't get much out of seeing her in a DTOF or anything else. But
Like
I do
even if it
know,
was like perfect, you probably still wouldn't.
even if they fix all these little things, I'm not a big fan of the outfit
Yeah.
either. I feel like she has such more compelling ones throughout, especially in like the Winterfell. Like she has like this dress one. I'm not like I said, I'm not the biggest fan, so I don't know which seasons it is or what to call it, but I know our good friend Mike, the Collecting Nerd Zone,
Yeah.
he's for sure grabbing this.
Yeah, I bet he is. He grabs everything though. He does.
Yeah.
He got that Iron Man too. I was a little jealous. The classics.
Yeah, you tried, huh?
Yeah, I mean, no, I got it. Like I could have bought it, but when I saw $500 for a figure that looked like that, I was like, I don't know, I couldn't do it. But it is diecast. But Zio, what is your thoughts on this one? Or are you gonna cop or drop it?
So I do agree with Austin on one thing. Is the well, I agree with Austin on a lot of things, right? But one of the things that I agree with him on is the outfit. I wish they would have gone with the one of the black outfits with like a red cape that she wears.
Ooh,
I think that stands out a lot nicer in the show than this one. And there is still some like concerns for me with the mixed media from the rooted hair. I'm sorry, from the rooted hair, to the sculpted hair. That's kind of bothering me. I think that if they can nail the likeness on her a little bit better, because I think there's some work to do. It's still early prototypes.
Yeah.
This is going to be a cop for me. This is the show that Isis and I started watching. Well, she started watching it first, and she got me into it.
Really?
So if we could get this figure to be an InArt figure, I think this might be a cop for me. Well, it will be a cop for me. I love the base. Just it has that
the
intro.
base does look good. I don't have a picture of it, but it has.
But it has that like Game of Thrones intro base, so
Yeah.
it is really cool to see that. So this is gonna be a cop for me if they when they update this and stuff like that. This one for me is a more tempted figure than all the other ones so far.
Okay.
Right.
That's some good ideas. Let's see what some other people have to say. Let's see. Big Dog Pound saying, "Wow, nice, yes." Nick, Game of Thrones is goated. I think that's actually Breaking Bad, but we'll say yes to you for right now, Christian. Look, I know InArt will fix this, so what I'm about to say is just to enforce that that the need to fix it. This is ass. Yeah, we need to. We do need to get this thing fixed.
Almost everything needs to be adjusted, but it's a good base to what's to come.
Yeah.
So it's a good starting point. But I mean, like Danny said, man, she's needs to be more pale. The complexion isn't there. The hair obviously isn't there.
Bro, that hair is
the prototype looks way older.
Yeah.
Like the features are too sharp. Was that what you would say? Danny.
Yeah,
I would
I-
say, like, alone on this photo alone, it looks. I'm picking up more Florence Pugh vibes on that
Yeah.
photo. She just,
yeah.
it doesn't scream Amelia Clark on that close up to me. Like the lips are wrong, the nose is wrong, the eyes are somewhat there. It's just the eyebrows, I think, kind of ruin it. Just 'cause
Yeah.
I think the eyebrows just look a little too lazy to me.
So
A lot of
the
work.
eyebrows aren't rooted though, right? Are they? That might be a
Yeah,
goofy.
No.
Look at-
I don't think so.
Here's the main issue here, I think, though, is really the hair, right? Because if the hair was actually done right, if you can zoom in, I guess the
it's
roots right here,
pixelated.
it looks,
Yeah.
you can see the skin painted like it's almost like a different shade, and it just doesn't match. It looks just awkward to me. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hairline is just like, I don't know. It's a prototype, so I can't.
it looks like a
Yeah, it's
McDonald's.
still early on. It's
Yeah,
still
I don't
early
know.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you know what also doesn't help, that she has the white coat, because it really just makes the hair look even more yellow.
Yeah.
Because she, you know, I think if she had a different color shade of outfit, it would help out a little bit. Even though I know in real life she wore that wig and stuff, and they have a long way. But if you look at the furry little shoulder pad that she has on in art, that color looks more like closer to her hair
Mhm.
right there. So if they can just grab that little furry thing that she has on her shoulder and
Make
slap it on
longer.
her head,
Trim it up.
that's more spot on in my opinion than what we
you're
got
right,
going on
dude.
right now.
Because her hair
Like
is like a
Sponge-
platinum, like,
Dude, she looks like
Blonde.
SpongeBob
Platinum blonde.
SquarePants. Like she looks like
She does.
SpongeBob. Like
yeah.
Jazzy saying this is
I
a
like
cop for him.
You know, the fun thing to see too. Let's say InArt does all their updates that they usually do, and let's say they knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to see like the comparison photo, the prototype to what the end product
It
will or could look like. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because at this point you're going to assume it's going to be a drastic comparison.
Yeah, it will be. Yomo saying cop because the wifey wants it. LOL. I'm looking forward to Jon Snow. I'm hoping he
Yeah.
comes with the throne, maybe Ghost. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will say I'm not a Game of Thrones guy, but all the cool like statues I've seen of Jon Snow have looked really awesome.
yeah.
Yomo, I love the fact that you're confident because the wife wants it. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
cool.
fantastic. Like I'm grabbing Rachel a couple things because you know she wants a Scarlet Witch, and Chopper and Sabine are ones that she wants, and I'm actually more excited to get those for her versus like anything else for me. So I understand that.
Big Dog Pound saying the hair color looks like a cheap wig. It does. Broken Toy said we also have to take into consideration how many updates InArt does. Yeah, they do a lot. So far, they're great at listening to the consumer. Yeah, I agree with that too, especially because they're always in people's, not always, but they started coming back in people's lives and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. Something that Hot Toys.
Yeah, you gotta give John some credit too. He
Yeah,
definitely
that's what I'm
does.
saying. Yeah, John.
He has big social media presence.
Yeah.
So he makes the rounds, which is cool to see.
Yeah, Philip, what is up, Philip? Hope you got your shirt. I hope you did too, Zio. I'm not sure if y'all did or not, but but I sent y'all a shirt. So let's actually go to the next thing. So, let me end the poll real quick. We have 17 votes on this one. Drop is at 64 and Cop is at 35. So,
I think that's good
Yeah,
where
I think
we're
it is
at.
too. Yeah.
You know, like what we're visually seeing as like what the product could potentially be. That's not too shabby.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one, guys. So I did want to this isn't going to be a copper drop, but I did want to talk about this thing right here. So this is the 1/12 scale line that InArt is doing, and I just wanted to get y'all's thoughts about it. You guys can say whatever you want about it in the chat and in here. And I just want to know, is it a good idea that they're doing a 1/12 scale line? Do you think it's a good idea? And that's basically it. I'm gonna ask the chat too. You guys can talk with us about that as well in the comment section. But you can go, Austin.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, why not
Okay.
expand your market? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get a different customer base. I think it'll be
Big
neat
time.
to see what they can do in the 1/12 scale, the 6-inch market. I have so many questions though, just because I just heard this a couple days ago, but I don't know much. I don't know what their price point's going to be. I don't know how it's going to be packaged. I don't know how available it's going to be. So I have some big questions I kind of want answered.
Yeah.
But just based off of the notion of them going into 1/12, do I like that idea? Yeah, I do. More competition brings either fair market value or better quality, to the consumer. So I think it's good. It's not going to be a loss to add them in the market. So
that head scope for that small of a scale is pretty good for a prototype as well, I will say.
Yeah.
For a 6-inch figure, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at that. I mean, at first I thought it was like.
But they're gonna have to really nail. So like, I think Carlos is definitely gonna be the one to talk to about this because he actually does like 1/12 scale like photography. So he poses these things. I'd be so curious to know like the durability of these, like how well do they actually hold a pose? How well do they actually articulate? Like that's gonna be like some of the bigger questions.
It didn't look like they're too dynamic right here as well. But we'll actually go with you, Carlos. Would this be something that you think is a good idea for InArt?
I mean, I think it's a good idea for InArt to do because it'll get more people to invest in InArt, and maybe those people will spike curiosity in the more premiums, like figures, like bigger scales. So it might bring in more customers to the 1/6 side after they're investing in the company. But what this tells me, because most of the time, I know a lot of people that do like, I've seen people who do third-party head sculpts. What they do is they get the Hot Toys one and they shrink it down. That's what this is telling me, is that this is probably a shrinking down version of their already Christian Bale head sculpt.
Yeah.
So this could be like an early rendering to what they have for the Christian Bale InArt figure whenever they decide to release that. I mean, I know they did the other one, the Queen Studios, right? Didn't Queen Studios do that big 1/1 scale?
Yeah.
So this could just be like a shrunk down of all that. So
I mean, Studios owns InArt. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, this is all them probably scaling that down. The articulation, I think with Christian Bale, it's kind of I don't see him doing too intense of a crazy pose. Like I could see Ben Affleck doing a crazier pose, than Christian Bale's Batman. So it's not an issue for this figure. Where it might become an issue is with like a Spider-Man figure or something like that, if they ever got a license like that. Maybe their only issue that I see is, what other figures will they do in 1/12 that could bring that customer into their line, because they do like 1/12 collectors usually like to build more figures because they're more affordable too. So they like to expand and stuff. So as long as they can scale well with others, people will invest in them. So
I feel like you go.
I'll say I think you actually nailed a pretty good point that I didn't think about. I mean that's a big gripe that people have with McFarlane, at least in the 1/12 scale stuff, right? Like that it doesn't exactly pair with like Marvel Legends or Mayfex because they're slightly bigger. It's not exactly 6 inches; they're like 7 inches, so they don't scale well with other things. That's a pretty good point.
Danny, what you thinking?
Man, I wish I had this kind of figures coming out when I was a child, right? Because this is, I'm not saying that 1/12 is aimed towards kids, but I guess for the market it's aimed towards younger collectors, but also collectors who maybe aren't in the market for expensive Hot Toy figures, right? Because these figures are hella expensive. Not everybody can afford or wants to spend that type of money on a figure. So this is probably up a lot of people's alleys. I'm interested to see like other figures that they could make in the 1/12 scale, right? Because I think a Heath Ledger Joker would be really interesting to see how they do in 1/12. I think a Walking Phoenix Joker would be cool to see in 1/12. Yeah. I used to collect before Hot Toys. I collected the Mezco 1/12 scale, and I really, really love those. I think those were essentially, I've said it before, just shrunk down Hot Toys, just not as good head sculpts, right? Especially like their Michael Myers figure, just A plus figure, and they're kind of expensive. So like, given that I think that Mezco 1/12 is probably their biggest competition for, I guess, that scale in terms of that quality, price range is probably going to be around 150. I could see that, honestly, and I could see people paying that because if you look at SH Figure Arts, if you look at Marvel Legends, they're getting up to like $30-$35 now, right? So like, I can see collectors or younger collectors or collectors balling on a budget, possibly, getting 2 or 3 of these per year, right? Especially at like $100-$150 price point. So
I feel like if you're gonna come out with something like this, you need to make it extremely limited
Yeah.
and like a very nice packaging to make me want to buy something like this.
Yeah.
The packaging's a big deal. That's like one of the points I brought up. I'm curious how they're gonna actually like, market that. Because a lot of 1/12 scale collectors, they're also inbox collectors. So like big thing with that is like the functionality of the box itself. Like, can you actually open it and not tear up the box? Can you open it and be able to put them in, like just like Hot Toys, or whatnot? I'd be curious about that.
Me too.
One thing that one thing I wanted to touch up on was the fact that this figure the body is mainly plastic, which is not the quality that I would expect from InArt for a premium 112 figure, right? I understand that the cape is cloth, but the rest of the body being plastic is a little bit of a cheap way out for them, because like if they would have done a fully suited figure in 112 like Mezco has done, that would have been a game changer. If they were able to nail it at that scale, that would have really to me been like, oh dude, that's premium. Because if I look at this figure and I look at a Mayfix figure, depending on the price of this one, I've seen some third-party head sculpts that sell for like, I don't know, $50, and you put it on that Mayfix figure and dude, it looks just like a hot toy. And so to me, one thing that they're losing on is just pretty much doing a plastic body. McFarlane's doing a plastic body, and depending on what purposes you have, if you're doing it for photography, it's going to be good, but you can get away with a lot of the other figures as well. So that's something that if they really wanted to be a standout, they would have done it. Real quick, I wanted to show this off here. I don't know if I can, if you can see that there. That's my boy. He took this picture, and you can see how good that Mayfix figure looks. And he has a custom sculpt. You can't really see it on here, but you see how good that figure looks already. So for this hot toy to be a standout, I'm sorry, for this InArt to really be a standout, it really needs to be that quality, bring that heat. And right now, I don't see that right now. So we'll see.
So
we'll see.
What's the alternative to plastic? I missed that.
Well, doing like an actual like suited
Fabric.
figure, like fabric, like Mezco does, right?
That's what
All their
Mezco
Batman,
does it.
all their Batman are have been fabric. So,
Mezco's in that 150 to 200 price range, right?
They're cheaper than that, my man. They're like,
are they?
yeah,
they're
that's
like
whatever the shop was that we hit up that I got that Wonder Woman. They had like 100 of them, right? And they were all priced at like $80-$90. Like at Replay, you can find them at like $80-$90. So like they're priced perfectly. And in my opinion, the Mezco 112, at least right now, I know this is a prototype. It looks better than this because
their packaging's dope too.
The packaging's dope, right? Because the boxes look sick. You want to keep the boxes. The bases are always really cool. They have a lot of accessories for every single figure. That's sick as hell. I like that.
See, that's the 1989 Batman.
And that's the Mezco one.
And that's the Mezco one.
See, look how good that looks.
Crazy.
That looks like a miniature hot toy.
So that's what I'm saying. Like for InArt to be doing it, I really think they should have gone with a fabric outfit, and then that would have been a different story. But,
it's weird that they didn't, because Mezco is a much smaller company, I would say.
This needs to be affordable and also available in U.S. markets, right? Because if it's not going to be available in U.S. markets, how much more difficult will it be to pay for this figure and it not being better than what's already out in the market right now for a cheaper price?
Real quick, I wanted to ask y'all, because you guys talked. Joey said you think they should make this a very limited quantity, right? What if they did the opposite of that and mass produce these, right? And this became the new Marvel Legend, style. Austin's shaking his head no, but imagine that though. Like if they just started mass producing and putting it in stores and whatnot, that'd be crazy.
Oh, so that would be a massive move on their end, but that's so far away. They would even have the distribution.
True.
Yeah.
Right. That's the chokehold for most companies to scale up is that distribution portion of it.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
I'm in the poll for the are they a good idea? We have 14 votes on that. 64% are saying that's a good idea that they're doing it, and 64% are saying that's a good idea, and no, it's not a good idea is at 35%. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people think that it is a good idea to actually get this started. Let's see a few comments here. I'm just gonna go through a few of them. As long as it doesn't deter the quality from the 1/6 scale, that is really true. I was thinking that as well. This can be the first $200 1/12 retail 1/12 scale figure. Yeah. 1/12 scale. Wow, didn't see that coming. Yeah. If you didn't see that it was kind of crazy. Damn, they got the accurate style cape on. This little figure. Hot Toys still hasn't gotten that right. I'm pretty sure that Hot Toys came out with the 1/12 scale as well, didn't they? Of this guy.
Not that I know.
Oh, I thought
Not that
they
I
did.
know.
Oh, I know what he means. I thought that they did. I'm not
They
sure.
came. I think you're thinking about when they released the bat, and they came out with the tiny.
Yeah. Okay, it wasn't 1/12 scale though. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They were tinier than this though.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. Resets the market for quality for the competition like Mezco. Yeah. That's true too. Philip Full saying you got the shirt. Yes, awesome. Glad it fits you. Philip Austin is saying, do we know if InArt is actually producing these, or are they creating another company to market and sell them?
Yeah, so I was curious if it's gonna be like a Queen Studios InArt thing, right? So like InArt was created to like sell and distribute these 6 scale figures. I was curious if they were operate the 1/12 scale portion was operating under InArt, or they're creating like a sister company to create these, market them, and sell them as well, but keep all the same distribution and internal affairs. I just didn't know.
MB Dyson is saying armor over mesh suit. So the big question is, how much is it? That is one of the biggest questions. I don't know, so we'll have to see on that. When you get used to 1/6, it looks so small. 1/12 looks so small. Yeah. DeMarco, hello. He says, I think for storage, price, and availability, it would be easier for newer collectors, but it's not common. Maybe it's not being common. It not being common may be good for more time on 1/6 scale. Yeah. So it could be very limited. They'll just
InArt minis.
Yeah. But we'll go on to the next thing. So I don't think I actually showed you guys. I put something else on here. Let me take this off so I can bring it over here. I did actually put this on here because we didn't have a special guest, so I wanted to actually pull this up. So this is from 1/6 Kit, and I wanted to get y'all's opinion on this as well. Here we go. I'm gonna add it on here. So I know Nick's gonna like this one. What do you guys think about this prototype of the alien host, third party? This is the Spider-Man 3. Oh, sorry guys. How do I mute it? I don't know how to mute it. All right.
With the volume right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
See that volume bar?
Yeah, I know. So this is the third party alien host, Spider-Man 3 Venom. I think this looks amazing. This made me actually go. I know it's probably not going to look exactly like this when we get to the final product, but I think this looks crazy good, and it actually made me go and pre-order this because I wasn't at first, but I did it. I did it. So what do you guys think?
Is this just the head sculpt only?
This is just the head sculpt only.
Okay, so I'm no expert like Danny, Joey, and Nick in the chat at all. So I'm just basing it off the aesthetics of like what I'm currently seeing. I like it, man. That looks cool.
Looks good.
It does look
Especially
good.
like the saliva stuff and whatnot. It's sick, but like in that really cool way.
Yeah. It looks so good. It looks like a statue. Like the statues usually have like the saliva and stuff like that.
So just for clarification on my end, because I haven't seen this up until like now. A third-party company is creating this individual head sculpt to sell.
This is crazy, man.
Okay, cool.
I mean, the Thunder Toys has been knocking it out of the park, man. I mean, y'all know I've loved my Bloodsport that I got from them. I've got Polka Dot Man on the way. Their Valkyrie looked pretty good. I think the likeness of Tessa Thompson was amazing, better than what Hot Toys was able to do. So this, for me, the only thing it looks fantastic. I'm agreeing with y'all. In the movie Venom, at least for Spider-Man 3, didn't really have that much of a prominent tongue. I know that the Tom Hardy Venom and like the newest interpretations of Venom, they all include this like wiggly tongue that just keeps coming out of the mouth. personally, man, I would have wished that it didn't do that, because in Spider-Man 3 he didn't have that. He had more of this like almost like xenomorph kind of hiss and I guess mouth movement to him. So it looks sick. I think that they did the eyes better than Hot Toys, and I think it's weird and funny to me that we have conversations that third party is making something look more accurate than Hot Toys. You know,
Yeah.
This
whose
is what we
tagline
should
is
have.
movie masterpiece series, right? So I don't
This is
know.
what we should have got coming out of the new black suit Spider-Man, like the face coming out.
That's what I was gonna say. This would
Yeah.
look good. Like swap out pieces right here. Like
Mhm.
put that on there for a shot or something. I wouldn't display it like that, but it does look phenomenal, man. I'd only be concerned to the durability of that material, if it's plastic or if it's like a rubber piece or something, because I'd be worried about like shipping or something, it breaking or snapping off.
Mhm. Like
But
these
it,
little
dude,
the saliva pieces.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, they look like they have some
Yeah.
flex to them,
Yeah,
so
they,
that
I
looks
think they
good.
would. Yeah.
But it looks, man, that's crazy for a third party figure.
It
That
is.
looks really spot on, especially the teeth, the detail on that.
Mhm.
It's
I'm just
really like
worried the final product wouldn't come out like this. I'm hoping it
like
will.
the teeth on Venom, the actual Hot Toy Venom, don't look this good.
They
They
don't.
look good
No.
on they look good on Carnage, but even then, like these look spot on. So
Mhm.
that's crazy to see that. So
I like
it's
it.
gonna be a good piece. It'll be a
It
good
is.
piece.
It actually made me freaking pre-order it. So, Jazzy, this is the alien host from Thunder Toys. So, that's what this is.
What is this price point? If I can ask.
I forgot what it was.
Thunder Toys, I mean, their
forgot.
Polka Dot Man and their Bloodsport, they went for like I think under $200, and I
But
can't see
is
this Venom
it
going.
just an individual head sculptor selling,
I
or
think
is this
it-
an actually?
No,
No,
it's
it
a
comes
full
with-
figure.
Yeah, I was about
Oh,
to say one of
okay.
our
Oh,
first
okay.
Full figure.
Yeah.
one of our first
sorry.
Copper Drop episodes, we were talking
Yeah,
about
we were
this
doing
Thunder
it.
Toys.
Okay,
Venom.
sorry. Yeah, so I remembered that. I'm sorry. I missed that.
Yeah, how dare
Okay.
you?
I think there's
Makes
two
sense.
versions, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Nick
There's
says
one-
with the
177.
With a
the
base.
heads-
There's one with a
yeah,
base.
with the base. Yeah.
There's one with a base, and then there's one without a base. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, man, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but Thunder Toys
Yeah.
been knocking it out of the park, man. They are making their way up to being one of my favorite third-party companies. If only they'd finish off making the rest of my squad, that'd be nice. But I'm hoping that if this Venom sells well, which I think it will. There's a lot of fans out there like Nick who are Raimi head fans, and they want more Spider Tobyverse figures, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Austin's saying before, like when we talk about Black Suit Spider-Man, New Goblin would be cool, a Sandman would be cool. Give us an MJ if you want to, just to complete the line. Give us a Doc Ock from the Spider-Man 2, an updated one. I don't know. But
Nick's saying you see Hot Toys. You seeing Hot Toys? That's what Topher Grace Venom looks like.
so Nick, how do you feel about that tongue though? Because I know that you're the master of the.
I think that it was.
Sam
I
Raimi.
thought it was accurate. This one, I know it might be a little less short, but I mean, I think this one's better than what Hot Toys gave us.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Hot Toys one just looked kind of like a
Yeah.
replication of the Tom Hardy version. So
Mhm. You know what I'm saying? Anyone get this? Anybody else get it? I know a few people did. Nick said, yeah, he copped it. MB Dyson saying, do you see third-party Biff Tannen? Finally, the BTTF character other than Doc and Marty.
Yeah,
Oh, Back to
I
the
did see
Future.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
McFly.
Joey, I'm considering this after you showing us this video, man.
Yeah,
like I am
I
considering
went
it.
straight and pre-ordered this.
And
right
and
away.
after the deposit, it's only 150. It's not a bad price, man.
Uh-uh.
It's not a bad price at all. Like most head sculpts run for about $60 alone. So
This is a 1/6 scale, Jazzy, and Nick is saying it's 177.
Yeah.
Thunder Toys and Mars are killing it right now. They really are.
Yeah, Mars is killing it too.
My light just went off. Oh, guys, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. I actually have a custom Venom sculpt being made for this. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That's gonna look good. I can't wait to see that.
What about a pizza scooter?
Oh, no.
I know you've been wanting a pizza scooter
Didn't he
for
find it?
ages.
He found it or something.
Peaks the time.
Yeah, I think he found it in another scale though. But guys, here it is. We are at halftime. Austin, I don't know when you have to go, but we're gonna get through this as much as we can because I know you
Go, baby.
kind of contributed to this one. Let me actually remove this real quick and let me get over.
Ignore all this mess over here. They're clean.
Over here. Okay, guys, this is what we do all the time. So here we go.
I'm for sure staying for this. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that then.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna go.
Sorry, I cut you off a little bit.
You bastard! No.
So this is one that Danny actually gave me. So we do have the Yan Toys Riddler versus the Thunder Toys, the Bloody Mod, aka Bloodsport. So we have this or that. Of course, you guys in the comment are going to do this with us. So I'm going to put down there in the poll if you guys say this or that. But for me, this is going to be... I'm not collecting any of the Suicide Squad, so I will go with Puzzle Man. So all the way, since I am going to be getting that, this is going to be harder for Danny because he does both the Batman. But we're going to go with you right now.
This is so damn hard.
We're going to go with you right now, Austin. Which one are you picking?
Yeah, this is a little hard, honestly. I'll probably go with that. And my reasoning is, me and Rach, we started Peacemaker. We haven't finished the first episode yet, but she'll be watching it for the first time. I'll be rewatching it. She's a big John Cena fan.
Yeah.
And if it's one of those things, if she likes the show, I'm for sure grabbing Peacemaker.
Mm.
So I'll go with that because the chances of me grabbing Peacemaker over the Batman is probably higher at this point.
Okay. And I will say that this is all these this or that is going to be third party figures this time. Sorry, I usually mention that, but third party figures only. But Daniel, which one are you picking?
Oh man, I wish you would have saved me for last, bro. I'm still deciding.
You gave me this.
I know. I thought they were gonna be like separated. Man.
Rush decision.
I know, right? Because I know we have to pretend we don't have these
Yeah.
figures, but I have both these figures now.
I guess you could be like, which one are you going to throw out the window?
Right. Which one do I have to get rid of? Man.
So okay, do you
I
consider
think
both
that's an
of them
easier
companion-
decision.
Do you consider both of these like companion pieces,
No.
or is
Oh,
one?
Riddler,
two
Riddler,
good.
I do.
Yeah, Riddler is,
Bloodsport, I
yeah.
don't. Because
Okay.
Bloodsport for me, I'm gonna go with that. And the reason why is because Bloodsport, even though Peacemaker and King Shark are standouts for me in the squad, Bloodsport in the movie, like if you remember back when we were seeing trailers for the Suicide Squad, it felt very much like a big middle finger to Will Smith for not coming back to the series. And everybody's like, Idris Elba doesn't seem like he's having very much fun in this movie so far, right?
Yeah.
Just from the trailers. Then you watch the movie, he steals the show. He has some of the best lines. Why the fuck would I want to leave? Idris Elba in this movie, dude, is I go back often and just rewatch some of his scenes because he's like the scene where he gets to meet Peacemaker. He's like, he does exactly what I do. It's some just comedic writing from James Gunn that I absolutely love and cannot wait to see more of in the DCU. So 100% gonna go with that, even though this is a very hard decision.
Okay. What about you, Carlos? What are you thinking?
Dude, honestly, like I feel like this should have been an easy decision for Danny, but man, I don't know why this is so complicated, man. Like it's a lot more difficult than it
There's
is.
a lot of things go into play with this. A lot.
Yeah, dude, like this is not. It's so like crazy how unsimple this is, but just because I don't have any of the Suicide Squad figures, doesn't mean that I'm not gonna go for that figure because I think that would be a funner figure to photograph, to play with, to do a lot more stuff with. So I'm gonna go with that for that purpose. I would just imagine putting that that figure with a xenomorph. Like just imagine like having them like face to face. It would be such an awesome shot, right? So
that's all I can think of.
Really
too.
awesome.
Yeah, that's all I can think of too in the movie. I was like, dude, that looks like freaking.
Dude,
Even in person,
it's
it
like
looks like a xenomorph head.
like just having them like a stare down would be insane. Like what a nice shot. So
Yeah, Danny just got his. I
yeah.
love it. It looks
Dude.
great.
dude,
One of my-
it looks cool. So
Honestly,
it's
probably
one-
my favorite third party figure I've ever gotten. And there's real die cast parts on it and everything,
Oh
dude.
wow.
Yeah,
dude.
so
It's
that's
insane.
for me. This is gonna be a that. I could go without a Riddler and a Batman.
Oh okay.
I can't
Dang.
though. I was about to say, that's my favorite
Oh
Batman.
no. I could go like I'm saying. Like I could have
Oh,
that
with them
Batman
together.
by itself. I could go without them being together. Yeah, and the other one, the what's that Thunder Toys one is just a lot more funner, I think, to play
It
with.
is.
Yeah.
It's a fun release, dude.
So I'm gonna end the poll for this one. So we do have, for that is at 55%, and this is at 44%.
Ooh, that's
Okay,
close.
it's really close. Yeah. I'm excited to, because Austin gave me a few third parties, and I just kind of put them together. I did not look at price, so they might not be close, but we'll see. I see Brandon in here. Hello, Brandon. Hope to have you one day on here. It would be awesome too if you could ever come. But we are going to go to the next one, guys. So
That was
here it
awesome, Joey.
is.
Thank you.
Of course.
Put me through that
was-
traumatic experience.
So we got these two right here.
It's cool.
So we
Cool.
got, these are kind of figures that I watched Edward Scissorhands as a kid. Like, that's the only time I remember him, but I don't remember the whole movie anymore. But and Terminator, I'm not really a big fan of either, so this is kind of hard for me. But I
What?
think
I was about to say, you just hurt Austin, man.
I'm sorry. I need to watch him though. Like I remember seeing bits and pieces. My dad loved it, but me, I don't know. But I will say I will go with the Terminator because he does look freaking cool, especially with all the battle damage and stuff. He just looks amazing. But I mean the hands on here on Edward Scissorhands just look freaking intricate as hell. They look so good. But I'm gonna do this. But I will do a poll down there as well. Everybody is going to vote down there. So let's see, Carlos, which one would you pick?
Oh, for me, it's gonna be Terminator, man. He just looks the more he like. I think we talked about this. Well, I've talked about it a few times. I love battle damaged
Yeah,
looks
that's
to
kinda why-
characters, and him being the way that he is, the finish, the suit, the text. I mean, Edward Scissorhands has a ton of texture from the hair to the whole outfit. But I gotta go with Terminator, man. Like
Yeah.
Terminator, just Arnold. Like, dude, that's like, he's one of the goats when it comes to bodybuilding. So Austin knows that a little bit. So he's cool. He's a cool guy. He's done some great movies. So Johnny Depp also really cool, but Terminator, man.
The
Terminator
likeness
all
is
the
really
way.
good, and the hair.
Yeah,
looks
dude.
really good, too.
I
That
have that
hair has
figure.
so much texture.
Here, actually, let me grab that figure. Hold
Grab
on.
it real
You have
quick.
the Terminator, or I know you have the Terminator,
He has
right?
both.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, he has both.
I think he does.
Yeah.
So Danny, what would you do?
And as I was about to say, man, speaking of Austin's collection, I've seen both these figures in his collection, and that they both look phenomenal. I'm also gonna go with Terminator though. I asked him, I was like, "Is that a hot toy?" And he's like, "No, that's present toys." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
"What,
I'm
dude?
I
That's
know.
insane."
And that
I'm trying to see if I can find them right now.
Present toys again, man. Present Toys, So Toys, and Thunder Toys are probably my favorite third-party companies. Mars Toys is a close third, honestly, but man, some of these third parties are really knocking out of the park. And Present Toys, man, go ahead and flex it, Austin. You already know.
Let me put you in full screen here in a second.
So,
Let me see. Show
no,
the
don't
goodies.
judge me. I still haven't unboxed this thing yet, but this is Artifacts Edward Scissorhands.
Damn, let me see.
I
Dude,
don't
the likeness to
capture
that is
like
insane.
super well on the camera, but remember, like in the movie, he's white, extremely pale.
Dude, it looks
Is that
good
rooted
from
hair?
the. It gets,
It looks rooted, yeah.
No, it's not, but there's a lot of texture to it.
Yeah,
a
it
looks
lot,
rooted,
lot
yeah.
of single strands in there. The most annoying thing about this is all these intricate little pieces in straps, in little knives you actually
Well,
have
it looks
to
like
place.
it fell out, yeah.
Oh,
Um,
that's a nightmare.
yeah, all of it, man. You have to put it all on,
Holy
and
crap,
some
no
of
wonder
it,
you
like,
haven't unboxed it.
dang, it's annoying, but great looking figure actually in hand.
Thank you for showing that for us.
yeah, man.
We gotta
Awesome.
plan an afternoon to unbox that figure.
Yeah,
You probably watch the entirety of the movie while you're putting all the accessories on it. It's a good movie though. I'm right with you, Joe. I used to watch it a lot as a kid,
Yeah.
but
It's a good
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, fun movie too.
I remember he cut like the
bushes?
The bushes,
bushes, yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what really stood out to me as a kid is that he was getting flirted with everybody. That dude was a pimp. Okay, Edward Scissorhands was getting numbers left and right. Every woman in the neighborhood wanted to be with Johnny Depp in this movie, bro, and it was
He
hilarious.
had game, bro. He had
Yeah,
game.
he had game, man. I remember as a kid, I was like, "Damn, bro! Like Freddy Krueger over here knows how to pull." Okay, take
Freddy
notes.
Krueger. That's the Freddy Krueger I watched as a kid, right there.
Right. I'm gonna tell my kids this was Freddy Krueger.
So for me, this is easy. It's this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I've seen
if
yours,
if I'm going to choose a representation of a movie or a franchise in my collection, I'm choosing Terminator over
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands is iconic and whatnot, but doesn't beat out Terminator.
Okay.
Especially
Austin,
battle
Austin,
damage.
we
where
should
you see
totally play
that
a remake
that
Terminator.
exo.
Just saying.
Huh?
You should totally play the remake Terminator. Just saying.
Cosplay.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Let's do a petition. Everybody in the chat. Let's make a petition. We'll make a GoFundMe page to make Austin a new Terminator movie. Make him the T-800. Let's make it happen. Go ahead though, Austin. Sorry to interrupt you, brother.
nobody wants that. No, but it's the battle damage is awesome. Like you can't beat that. You see the exoskeleton popping out and whatnot. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like that. And does it light up, Austin?
Oh, so actually, I don't have. Okay, so I have the regular present toys Terminator.
Okay.
I don't have the battle damage one. The
Oh,
annoying
okay.
thing is, I ordered this one, and I actually love it. I love this one. I need to grab this one. I still haven't. They came out this like a few weeks after I pre-ordered like the regular one, and then they came out the battle damage one, which obviously I would have rather have, but no, I don't have this one.
They Chromandoed you, dude.
I know. Oh well, I'm happy because it's awesome having the regular one in hand too. So
I'm gonna end the poll. So we do have 8 votes right here. 62% are saying this, and 37% are saying that. So, that is a little bit more of a gap on that one. I probably didn't do too good on this one, but maybe this one is a little better. Right here. So we do have the unstoppable tank. So we do have Juggernaut basically from what I forgot, Toys Era, and then the Mask Dark Toys. So it really kind of depends on what movie you like. And for me, I haven't even thought of it myself. God, I love the Mask, but I do love that if I get a Deadpool, I can put that Juggernaut with it as well. I'm gonna do this for this one. I'm gonna do this because I love that Juggernaut scene in Deadpool 2. But let's see, Austin, which one would you pick, this or that?
So I have both of these.
Yeah.
I love that Juggernaut. I have both iterations. I have the tank and I have Unstoppable.
Yeah.
He's a big figure, very big piece. Especially, he's classic. When you think of the '97 X-Men, you're gonna think of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to choose, I'm going with the Dark Toys Mask.
Oh, okay.
Only because it's
a lot of
Toys
space.
Era Unstoppable. He's such a big figure, and he's not articulated really much at all. He's pretty limited on what he can do, which is fine because he's just a big piece. Like he's a companion piece for sure. But the Mask is more of a standout for me, even though I appreciate the character of Juggernaut more. I'd be okay with just having some of my X-Men characters without him. He's harder to create a display for as well, just because how big he is.
Oh wait, so Yomo is right. I forgot that the tank was a different one. Yeah, the yellow one. Ooh, I'm goofy for that one. Yeah, okay.
The 2 one.
Okay, let me.
I mean, you can make it work though. Like you can have people with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna retract my statement because I mean, look how much that this freaking mask has as well. Like how many accessories he has.
He's for one, I haven't fully unboxed him. I got him
right there,
right here, but I've opened him up and looked at him and whatnot. He looks great, and this is one of those super fun characters where if you've seen the Mask or read any comics or anything, he's kind of like a Deadpool. He does whatever he wants and has the ability to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Right? It's a fun character, so you can create so many fun poses. It comes with different head sculpts and accessories. You can
the dog looks good too.
Yeah, you can pair him with other figures and it would work. So yeah, that.
Okay. All right, Danny, what are you thinking?
Also gonna go with that, man. I grew up on the Mask. I grew up on also Son of the Mask too. I was about to say that movie. Say Dada, mother. Both these movies live rent free in my head. It's something that I grew up on, and Jim Carrey. I owe a personal appreciation and a thank you to for giving me so many classic movies as I was growing up to enjoy. If I ever have the room to display just random movies that I grew up with, 100% would pick this up. So I'm gonna 100% go with that. I'm right there with y'all. The dog looks incredible. I was about to say, Austin looks like he's about to open his up right now and show us. So
I know, right? That
I-
dog does look cool.
talk about a really cool character design too. Right, Juggernaut's cool, right? And I feel like maybe this figure will go up in price, especially with
Hold
X-Men
on, hold on.
97 coming back. There you go. Look at that dog, man.
The dog.
Yeah,
See,
it
that
looks
looks
phenomenal.
really good. And what was the price on that, Austin?
Man, you know, I
if he
wish
knows.
I wish I could tell you.
I was like, what was the price on one
I
of those?
want to assume it was like 180.
See, okay, that's under 200, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they knocked it out of the park.
And that
Yeah.
actually looks like Jim Carrey in that role.
And I haven't like messed with the suit, frisked with it at all. So this is like literally just straight out box.
Yeah.
And this is a character you can get away with putting in like a goofy pose, and it would actually serve the display incredibly.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
pair him with anything.
See,
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
pose next to anything you want, and it'll work.
Right.
yeah,
I was about to say, it'd be really funny if you put him on Loki's throne, because in the second movie, the villain of the mask is Loki. So there's some multiverse.
Loki premiered tonight, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. I haven't
Wow.
seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it.
I
after
haven't
this.
seen it.
Gen V, baby. I'm watching Gen V over.
And
Gen
Gen
V.
V, damn it, bro. We have so much to watch.
And
Okay.
Drake's album comes out tonight too. I'm gonna watch
And
that.
Drake's
Oh,
album.
nice.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, why is so much?
Big night.
And then watch Hot Toys drop something too.
I know. So did you say this or that, Daniel? I forgot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zio. Which one?
I'm gonna go with or. No, I'm just kidding.
No one said
Oh,
My friend Juan Broke on Toys actually
Yeah.
has that, and I've seen it in person. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal, man. It's a really great piece. When he showed it to me, and for the price, like you get a lot for that.
So Juan got it. He got it.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, he has it, and I've seen it, and it's phenomenal, man. Now this is fantastic for an X-Men fan, and I'm an X-Men fan. I just don't have the collection, in 112 and 16. So I'm gonna go with that. Going back to what y'all were saying about having fun, this would be a sick figure to pose in every line that you have. So like, just put him like almost like photo bombing every like the MCU, the
Yeah.
Star Wars universe.
Kinda like
One day
Deadpool,
put him with
obviously.
put him with the Justice League one day, just like playing around. Like it's such a fun figure that
Mask on
You-
the speeder bike.
Yeah.
yeah, he could be like that elf on the shelf, just moving around everywhere. You know what I
really
mean?
need to
Like that
rewatch this movie.
that would be awesome to do, just
It
to have
holds
some
up,
fun.
Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
Let's do it,
Alright.
Joey. Everybody gets it.
I do
know,
think
right?
that the Juggernaut figure is going to go up in price eventually, though, because X-Men 97 is coming back on
Mhm.
Disney Plus, right? And
Yeah.
Disney made, or Hot Toys made figures from What If, right? Which is an animated series. So I can definitely see them doing some X-Men 97 figures, and people are going
Yeah.
to want a Juggernaut to go along with their figures. So, well, this would be fun to go look back on.
Yeah.
This is a good one, Joey. Good job.
I mean, Soso's coming out with their X-Men line, so they got Gambit and they got Rogue, which they name Anne Marie, and I think the next one they've teased Xavier and they teased Storm.
I need them to do a Cyclops. They want to reel me in. Give me a Cyclops, baby. I need a good one.
If anybody wants to buy a Cyclops, Sideshow Astonishing Cyclops, let me know. That's one of the figures I'll be getting rid of.
Let 'em know.
Let me end this poll real quick. Oh, I did end the poll. So this got 44% and that got 55. So we're kind of close on that one as
That's
well.
close.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
we've been
Pretty
pretty
damn
close.
close.
That was
Pretty good.
nine votes. So Gilmo brought everybody last time to the voting squad because we had like 26 votes last week and everything. Gilmo was bringing the crowd with him.
We got
So-
premieres tonight, though, buddy. You know,
That was
That's
about to
true.
say.
That is true.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
We're
Yeah,
competing with Loki,
Gen V and Loki.
Drake. We're competing
Yeah,
with Drake
Drake,
right
I
now.
know.
Like, come on, man. Like,
It drops at 11, not yet. So
oh,
maybe
okay,
another-
we're good.
yeah,
We're good. We're good.
we're good.
Is Gen V out, Austin?
I have
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Love that figure. I
They
would've
Bloomer, he said
this-
Cyclops, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Juan.
Dang.
Yeah.
I remember you showed us that, right?
Scorpion.
I got the
Shit.
yeah, I saw them. Yeah. We saw them in person too, I believe.
the
or one of
mask.
them.
Yeah, we did. We saw the the Sub-Zero.
No.
Philip said this. Let's see. MB Dyson is saying the Ahsoka finale got me really sick of troopers. I know they're quintessential Star Wars, but all the variations now, including the zombie troopers, are getting old for me. We're going to talk about that a little later. I do have that on the panel as well, or on the agenda. Ooh, we got Late Bloomer in here. Hello. I need a Cyclops with the jacket. Yes.
That brown bomb leather jacket. Yeah.
Also, I saw Cylon come in here earlier. Cyclops reminded me that Cylon came in here earlier. I don't think I said anything to him, but hello. If you're still here. Drake, yes, Drake. Well, my girlfriend told me he is, so we're just going on her word. I asked her if it was official. She said yeah. So I heard they pushed the Drake album to 6 a.m. Oh, did they really now? Okay. Sheesh, man.
You got to stay up a long time, Joey.
Everybody's gonna be jamming tomorrow morning on their way to work.
On the way to work.
Blasted.
Usually when he comes out, I listen to it all day. Honestly, I listen and like it. I like it that much. So I unless it's ass. But anyways, we will go to the next thing, guys. Now this is something that I am really excited for. So let me take this off. Let's add this here, guys. So this is me, cop, all the way cop. That's
Ooh,
cool.
I was waiting for this.
Yeah. So here we are, guys. We do have the Joaquin Phoenix Joker in all three of his outfits. So first off, I do want to tell you guys that, of course, like I do usually, I'm going to have you guys vote in here as well. We're going to put Copper Drop for the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and then I'm going to just assume that this is a 2-pack because I think it is. I could be wrong, though. I know it is very limited. If you guys know how limited it is, or if we even got any word of that, let me know, because I just haven't been keeping up like I should with this one, but I did look at a lot of the pictures and stuff, but I just put it in the thing right now. But I will say that I did hear that these two figures right here, are the same figure. So if you get the 2-pack, you are going to get this head sculpt with it. You're going to get the jacket and the shoes and stuff with it. So these two are the same figure. So it's a 2-pack. Just letting you guys know. I think that's rumored, I believe. If I'm wrong.
It seems like the more plausible thing to be here, because it just looks like a few swap out pieces. So yeah, I think it's in their best interest not to do a 3-pack. I think
because that would be like $1,500, and
it'd be a lot. It would be a lot.
Enjoy Gen V, Austin, brother. You said he got to go. So.
Oh, he did. Oh,
all right,
shoot, my bad.
I'll give my 2 cents though. Really fast.
Please,
you don't mind, Joey?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, these look pretty perfect. The middle one is a standout to me.
It's beautiful. Look
at
that.
Beautiful. I mean, that's such a perfect way to describe such a horrific character, you know. But it's astonishing. This is a drop for me. I'm so happy. I'm so happy it's a cop for Joey, because then I'll just buy his third-party custom one for extremely cheap. So
it's true. I was thinking about that. I was like, is Joey gonna keep his now?
I
got that Toys Era one, and I'm happy with that.
Basically,
really good.
I'm happy with that. I paid $100 flat for that, and I get a
look at this image, dude.
Come on, Austin.
Dude, that looks like a still from the movie right there. Dude, that's like literally like.
And it comes with the mirror too. Come on.
So my theory is that like, Austin, I don't know how fast you have to leave though, but my theory is that this one's more closer to production than all the other ones because it looks a lot better.
That sculpt looks like witchcraft.
Yeah,
it's so good.
This is the best InArt figure that they've done so far, in my opinion. 100%.
I'll talk about it later. That way, Austin can finish.
So Austin, you wanna plug anything before you dip ski?
Nope, just follow all these guys. But
Sure.
I as always, I appreciate being on here. Appreciate the chat, but I more so appreciate the time that I actually get with you guys. I actually come on here and chat with my friends, and
that's awesome.
Likewise.
Thank you.
So until next
Austin,
time.
he doesn't want to plug anything, but he came out with. If you guys want to know about that Darth Vader Darth Maul behind him, you guys can find out on his newest video. So
incredible price
I'll plug
too.
it for you. I'll
check
plug
that
it
out.
And some really dope cinematic shots, I might add, in there too.
Oh,
Yo,
the intro to that
trying.
video is captivating.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm trying. So everybody, like, you know, all these guys do so well with their edits and their photography and everything else, and I'm extremely simple with myself, and I barely do any editing. I don't ever really do any other like a second take. I usually just do all mine, kind of just go with it. And if there's kind of some mistakes or some stutters, I'll leave it in there. But I'm getting a bit more inspired to put in some more effort and to get better with the editing process. The only way to do that is to actually edit your shit. So I tried it out with the video, and it was actually kind of satisfying. But I always end up forgetting the thumbnail. So I always end up filming this and whatnot. I always end up forgetting about the thumbnail. Yeah. So that's something I have to remember. And very noob mistake on my end.
Sure. So that's interesting because the thumbnail is like the first thing that I make. Like that's the easiest thing for me to do.
I don't usually ever play anything out. They're always like this very spontaneous. Oh, I have like an hour to kill. Like I should probably do something right now. You know. Yeah. But until next time, everybody. Goodbye.
All right,
man. Good night, buddy.
Bye.
See you later.
All right, guys. Now that Austin's gone,
let the stream begin. No, I'm kidding.
Welcome to Copper Drop, everybody.
Welcome to Copper Drop. All right.
Play the intro again. No, I'm just kidding. So, like we were saying, this thing's crazy.
Dude, crispy, dude.
Look at this.
Yeah.
The neck looks a little long right here, and the tailoring doesn't look too good. But you guys know
it looks perfect to me, man. Because think about it. Remember his structure and his proportions in the movie.
Yeah, he was like bending.
He was like all contorted and weird, so it worked for me. I'll go ahead and say it, man. This is going to be my second pre-order because the InArt Superman, not Christopher Reeve, the Henry Cavill was my first. Mm-hmm. This is definitely going to be my second. I knew this was coming. We didn't know when, but oh my gosh, is it beautiful? Is it gorgeous? We talked about this behind the scenes. I wish that they would have given us a stair diorama. Given that we are,
I asked that question and he said that they were.
So maybe they are because they just haven't shown it to us yet.
Yeah.
Because we already know this thing's going to be $1,000, right?
Yeah.
Am I going to pick it up? Yes, because to me, dude, like, yes, I love Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, but this for me is the Joker, right? Because that is the most, it's sympathetic, but also tragic. It's disturbing. It's an R-rated, like taxi driver style film, but with the Joker thrown in there. And I remember seeing this on my birthday a few years ago, and I was alone, right? And I was like, dude, I was having a ball. Like, just seeing a movie by yourself, first of all, is a vibe. But when you're seeing a movie like this caliber, man, oh my God, it's a memory that I wish I can go back to. And these hands look just as good as the Heath Ledger.
Look at this hand right here, man.
Right, dude. Man, and I wonder because like, if you can go back to that image where he's sitting down on the chair, I wonder if they're gonna give him a cigarette. Because like it looks like that's the Murray Franklin show backdrop, but also it'd be cool to give us that mirror. Dude, he comes with his notebook. I didn't know that.
Wait, hold on, yeah. Dang, you didn't know that. I mentioned that on my video. You don't watch my video?
Man, dude, it's been a crazy week.
I know. Hey, so I will say that this mask. So whenever this movie first came out, I really wanted this mask, like to actually wear it, and I like burned the image of this mask in my head and knew exactly everything about it. And I couldn't. There was zero that were accurate on the market, and I finally found one and got it, or well, my mom gave it to me for my birthday. But this is accurate to the show. To the movie. This is 100% accurate. So because of these cheek, so usually the inaccurate masks end in like a rounded cheek right here, but this is more squared on this edge. So I know that that's exactly what it should be. There's a lot of dust. Yeah, there's a lot of dust in this place too.
Yeah,
they must have used the 90mm for this shot that captures all the dust.
Look at that.
It comes with the pill bottles too, dude. That's
macro.
So before Carlo, before you go, brother, I wanted to ask you, Joey. So with that mask, right? If you were able to get maybe like Zach to print you off a file of that, of like several, and get some like third-party bodies and recreate that scene at the end of the movie where they're all looking up and you have him standing on top of the cop car with your new Maju space. Dude, could you imagine just like with the blood coming out of his nose and he's like, bro, oh man, the display options for this thing is going to be so impressive. I love that it even comes with this card. There's like,
he has a cigarette too, and the card.
Cigarette. Yeah.
Dude. Oh man. What? This is honestly what I've been waiting for from InArt, because it's fun to collect these figures. It's fun to, it was fun to pre-order that Henry Cavill Superman, but it's crazy to me that it's now when we're getting a walking Phoenix Joker. The movie's been out now for like what 4 years, and the
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
sequel's
been a
coming
while.
out next year.
Yeah.
So hopefully this comes out around the time for the sequel, which would be kind of nice, you know, because people
Yeah.
can pick it up around the time the movie's coming out. This right here, I'm sorry I'm
Looks
giving
good.
such a long-winded answer.
And-
This right here, dude, fan fucking tastic. I cannot get enough of looking. I've probably looked at this image more. This prototype I've looked at more than any other prototype that I've ever seen. This thing looks insane. But go ahead, Carlos. Sorry about that, brother.
So, dude, one thing that I was gonna talk about this is like looking at these two figures. One good point that you brought about was the these are probably closer to production. If they are or if they are not, this is to me what InArt represents. Like as soon as I saw these pictures, I was like, "Holy crap, that's spot on." I look at Daenerys, we're not there yet. I look at Christopher Reeve Superman, we're not there yet. Henry Cavill took a while for me, even after so many updates to love. Man, this dude is crispy, like spot on right off the bat. You know, I think we all agreed like that first picture that you were putting right now looked like a still from the movie.
Yeah.
And this to me is what InArt should be, and what it is and what it can be. And this is what I'm willing to pay for, right? Like this is the quality that'll really stand out. And it being a standalone character, it's perfect because you don't need anybody else with him, right? You don't need any other figures to go with him. You don't need to reinvest in another InArt figure to pair him up with yet, because we don't know the sequel, right? But I'm sure we'll get a different design for him, different look. Yeah, so we'll see how that sequel goes. But man, this is like straight up a cop for me. There's no question about it. And I'm very surprised to how much more I almost like the other body more. I think that other sculpt is just like phenomenal, man. Like I've seen a lot of figures, third-party figures nail the red suit, but having the one where he's in the bathroom scene, like that's the sculpt that really does it for me. I know that at different angles it may still need some work, but still, man, like if I walked into a store and they were like, "This is for sale for this much," I'd be like, "Let's do it, man. Let's do it." You know.
I think it's a good point that you brought up the bathroom sculpt too, right? Because that's a pivotal moment in the movie, right? That's when he becomes the Joker. A lot of people argue it's the rock and roll part 2 moment when he's walking down and you hear the music playing and he's dancing. I argue that it's when he's in the bathroom after he's killed those guys, right? And he's like finding himself and he's like dancing and he's like, why does this feel good, right? It's a very disturbing but also like epic scene for the character. So yeah, dude,
I'm gonna have to put this figure really high up in the shelf so I could see him from this perspective, because that perspective is so good, bro. Man. Like I'm gonna have to be looking up at him. Like he needs to be high up in the air, just
with the light shining on him.
I want a quarter scale figure of this, dude. This is
they have a statue that's just like this
with the same sculpt.
Yeah, with the same sculpt. Yeah.
How big is it?
I think it's either third or quarter scale. I remember. I think Nick said it. I think it was.
Nick, let me know in the comments.
Or it's 1/3 scale. Yeah, right here. See, that sculpt is a scaled down version of their 1/3 statue. So it's a Queen Studio. Yeah, I really wanted that statue too, but I would have rather had the one where he's sitting down in the room.
The mirror. Yeah,
because they have that one as well. I probably should have picked that up, but I never did.
Dude. Yeah, when I move out and have my own space, I'm definitely gonna get some statues and some Queen Studio stuff. And Walking Phoenix Joker is gonna be one of my first, dude. Because if what I cop, if it's over, or would we cop if it? Yeah, dude, 100%. I would do. $2,000 would be my max at this of how good it looks alone.
I think maybe 1,500 might be my stopping point.
Come on, you would do 2 if you really had to do it. If there's what if it was a limited quantity of like 100 figures to the world, bro? Come on.
No, then I'd have to worry if I can even get it. But
that's what I was to say.
But I did have the opportunity to get the Batman, but then the Batman 1/3 statue from Prime 1. And I canceled it because at the end of the day, it was almost $2,000. I'm like, bro, like I cannot do that. It was
that's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah,
too much.
That's a lot of Hot Toys. A lot of InArt figures.
But this figure, I can
nowadays
see why.
it's not, but
MB Dyson saying great performance, but probably my least favorite Joker. Yeah, to some people this Joker doesn't hit, but I guess for all of us, it kind of hits a little bit. I do have. Let me end the poll real quick. We do have. Oops, what did I do? Joaquin Phoenix Joker, cop or drop. So 76% of the people are saying drop.
Shoot.
Dang, y'all.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
13 votes too. So
I'll take them. That's okay. I'll take all the ones y'all
Yeah.
don't want, man. This is honestly good. This is
Hey,
good enough to have the multiples of, man.
That means if it's limited, I better not see you guys, whoever voted.
Right,
No,
right.
better not
I
see
know,
you.
right?
Jump-
Later
jump-
on. Be like, Joey, I took your in our Joker, you know? Like, yeah.
So let's go to the next thing, guys. What we got yesterday, we're finally pushing InArt that way. Go over there. So we do have the Flash. So this is Hot Toys, the Flash, Young Barry, of course. I'm glad you actually watched the movie finally, Danny. And have you seen it? You've seen it, right, Zio? I know you have. You're
Oh
DC.
yeah.
So I'm going to put in the polls down there as well, just seeing if you guys want to cop or drop this. So for me, this is a straight drop. I thought it was fun in the movie, I guess you could say. It's cool, but it's just a little too silly for me. I'm gonna say drop on this one, but we'll just go down the line. Daniel, cop or drop, and I'm gonna put it in the poll, guys. Don't forget.
Upon watching this movie, I like the twist of this, right? Because I'm going to give spoilers for this movie. It's been out for a few months now. I like the idea of having this Barry be the actual villain for the movie, and him being Reverse Flash in a way. So it's almost very tragic with the character, and I think the figure looks great. It's also going to be a drop for me though, because of just how silly it does come off in the movie. I didn't necessarily love how it just cut off the ears of a Batman suit. I was like, really, dude? Like you got more creative before you joined the Justice League, and now you've just given your younger self a shittier Batman costume version. Anyway, so the regular Flash though is probably going to be a cop for me. I'm going to revise my answer on that because I know when it came out I said drop, but that one I'll probably end up copying. This though, yeah, it's just not really doing it for me. Plus, despite as cool as it was in the movie, not a really good suit design. Go ahead, Carlos, though.
So this head sculpt looks crazy. That I just had to say.
Yeah. I think they knocked it out of the park with this like finish on the figure. It looks spot on with the sculpt and even the sculpt with the face expression right there. I think they did a really good job with that. Like it looks really, really good. To me, it's crazy that they even released this figure after, I guess, how the movie did, and I wonder how many people are actually pre-ordering all the figures. But that sculpt right there with his mouth open looks really, really good. That's really good quality. But to me, it's gonna be a drop. The movie was okay, right? Like it, I kind of liked it when I saw it, but it's not a movie that I feel too close to attach to grow this collection. If anything, I know that the Ben Affleck suit was not the best, but that's probably the only figure I would still only get from that movie because it was his last appearance for now, So, but yeah, this is gonna be a drop for me, man. It just won't fit my collection right now at this point.
Hey, Chris, I don't know if I'm a little bit louder now. People said I'm low on here. Have I been low, guys?
I think you sound good.
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn up just a little bit more, just in case. If I'm a little too loud, let me know, guys, in the comments. But Daniel, wait, did we already go through everybody now?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
good.
I forget Austin left.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I'll agree with you though, Carlos. That mouth expression with the cut mouth looks really
dude.
sick.
It looks spot on.
Because and not recently, but in history of Hot Toys, they've not done teeth very well, right? Especially when you think of Ant-Man, you think of it's another one, y'all. Doc Ock. Doc Ock's probably the most recent one, right? Next Collectibles. So with this, I think that this is probably their best like open mouth teeth expression that they've done so far, at least for a prototype. We'll have to see once it comes out, but yeah.
Why are y'all barely telling me I'm low? Freaking 1 hour and 30 minutes into the freaking show.
I thought you sounded fine, man.
I guess
you sounded good.
I guess it's different with y'all. Like I'm actually streaming with you guys instead of the audience, so
On YouTube,
I'm gonna go a little bit higher. Hopefully that's better though. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It's this new mic. I'm still getting used to it, guys. It's crazy. But yeah, this one was pretty. I love that bass though. That bass gives it a little bit more color.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think it's cool. But that one was a quick one. We'll go to the next one real quick. So, who copped this? Who tried? I wanted to ask Austin. Do you know if he did, Daniel? If he copped it or tried?
I don't think he did, but also maybe because I think this is one that Rach wanted for their collection. So,
Oh yeah, that's right.
we'll have to ask him behind the scenes. But personally, I didn't cop this, man. Besides my Andrew Garfield Spider-Man that you gave me, I'm not really in the I guess the phase for collecting Marvel at the moment.
Yeah.
This does look really good though. I do prefer the rooted to the sculpted. I know some people are saying the sculpted looks better. I don't see where you're coming from on that one. I'm going to say that the sculpted on this one looks better than some. Honestly, looks better than the Wonder Woman that I got, and I like the rooted look on that. So tailoring on this looks really good. I'm excited for people to have this in the display.
Yeah.
I said this like when it was announced a few weeks ago on Copper Drop that I wish that they would have given us an angry expression to put with Thanos, right? Saying like, you took everything from me, because ideally, right, this is an in-game Wanda. You could use this as an Infinity War Wanda, right? But this is an in-game Wanda. In-game Wanda only had like 5 minutes of screen time in the movie. Most of that screen time was her kicking ass. So give me a kick-ass expressions. I don't know. Because we've already gotten two stoic Wanda expressions recently. Now this is our third one. I'm kind of getting annoyed with it. That's why I love that Henry Cavill Superman so much, because they gave us that expression, right? They gave us a pose, right? This is like, she looks like she's just talking to Hawkeye at the end of the movie. So yeah. That's what I'm gonna say about that one.
Yeah.
I forgot to say about the young Barry. I ended the poll. It was at 80 drop and 20% cop. So yeah, that one's kind of low down there for the cops. Sorry guys, I forgot to do that. But Zio, did you cop it or?
No, I didn't even try, man.
Yeah, I didn't either.
No, I have the Civil War one, and I think that one does it for me. I mean, I know it's not going to compare to the quality of this one, but as a piece that's like, in my collection, it's not going to be front and center for the most part. I think when it's in the collection, I think it'll be fine. As long as, a figure like this one, like when you compare it side by side, you're going to tell the difference like miles away. Yeah. But when you don't have them side by side, sometimes it's hard to even picture the differences, and I know that the rooted hair is amazing on this. But just the color of the hair just doesn't stand out for me. Like I really picked this figure up for its Civil War version, and it wasn't that orange in that movie. So I'm happy with the one that I have right now. And the Endgame line, I have it all pretty much complete. This was not one that I need for that one.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I didn't even try. I don't collect any of the Scarlet Witches or anything.
Did it sell out fast?
I don't know. I was at the fair today, so I wasn't looking. I know Will tried it, but I didn't see if he got it or not. But it looked like a lot of people did on the Facebook groups. That a lot of people were able to get it. So that's good
Must
to
have
hear.
been readily available. Yeah,
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure 12-inch Moostream picked it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I wonder if he was in the...
somebody from the OxCon convention I saw from the group. I think picked it up, but it's a good looking figure though. Excited to see it.
Will got it. Okay, good. Thank you, Yomo. I'm glad he got that.
Pretty cool figure.
So it probably wasn't too hard to get. Just like the Iron Man wasn't hard to get at all. I went for that too. Wasn't too bad for this. Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
I think collectors are saving their wallets because Christmas season's coming, and we know that there's a shit ton of figures about to get dropped. We got Cobb Vanth coming out, the Batman coming out, Kenobi figures coming out. Like,
it's gonna be a good Q4 for people wanting Hot Toys.
Yeah,
I got my
it's gonna be crazy.
My Doc Ock comes on Monday, so it's gonna be.
Oh, nice. I'm
gonna be happy for that one.
I'm excited for them.
I know. So last thing we're going to talk about, guys, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but there is going to be spoilers. We're going to do the season rating. So the season overall rating, I mean, if you want to rate the finale, you can. So guys, let's see. You've seen it, right, Zio?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay, good. So for me, I'm going to give this a 7. The 7 for the whole season. The last episode, maybe a 7 too, but 7 for overall. I mean, of course, episode 5 was some of the best stuff I've seen in a long time from Star Wars, but everything else seemed to kind of miss for me, unfortunately. I mean, not miss in a bad way though, kind of miss in like what I thought it was gonna be. Maybe if it wasn't as hyped, it would have been a little better. But I will say these guys were a cool standout to me. I know I forgot who said it, but the zombies are the trooper, are getting a little overboard. To me, this was like the standout to me, honestly, the zombie, because I love zombies. Zombies are cool, and I think stormtroopers being zombies, and that's actually like canon. That's pretty freaking clean.
Yeah.
Especially the
MB
Dark
Dyson.
Trooper. MB Dyson said that. Yeah.
Dyson.
Yeah, I think it's pretty nice, but yeah, 7 overall for the season for me. And I'm pretty sure if I saw the Clone Wars, I saw Rebels, I'd probably have it a little bit up more. But I don't know, Danny, it might not be that way for you. Whichever one of y'all want to go.
I was about to say, I think Steve probably is the guy who is going to probably enjoy this more as a gigantic Clone Wars and Rebels fan. As somebody who has seen Clone Wars and Rebels, I thought it was okay. Disney really needs to grow the hell up. In terms of their storytelling, their Disney Plus series seem to follow the exact same pattern every single series, except for Loki, which I'm about to watch season 2 after the stream. So hopefully they've switched it up or maintained that season 1 flavor right. Disney Plus likes to do this boomerang style of storytelling where in the first episode, you introduce a bunch of people, or at least in this case, the first 2 episodes, you're introducing your main cast, except for Thrawn and Ezra, right? And you're establishing everything, and then you come back to them throughout the episodes, right? Like you pull up Shin, for example, right? Her and Balin had so much damn screen time in those first few episodes, man.
Yeah.
In this episode, Shin gets count it, 10 seconds of screen time. 10 seconds. What the hell?
Is this scene, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think Austin touched on this, right? It's like we don't know that season 2 is certain. We don't know when the Heir to the Empire movie is coming out. We're still in a writer's strike. So I
don't think we're on the writer's strike anymore, are we?
We're not the writer's strike, the actor's strike. The actor's strike for FGA.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a
difference. It'll probably get wrapped up soon, but either way, like nothing's been promised, nothing's been announced.
Yeah.
And when you're setting up cliffhangers like that, it's annoying to me because I prefer straight stories, right? Like that's why I liked Moon Knight, that's why I liked Loki, that's why I liked Mandalorian. It's because you don't have to watch A, B, and C to understand D, right? You should just be able to watch something as a story on its own, and then when you watch other things, it just adds on layers, right? Think of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, for example, right? You do not have to watch Breaking Bad to watch Better Call Saul, but if you've seen Breaking Bad, man, oh man, does it intensify some of those characters, right? So it's like same deal here, right? They promised people that you didn't have to watch Rebels and Clone Wars to understand the series. I call bullshit on that because you for weeks didn't. You call this Mid-Soka, right? Or Ahsoka.
Yeah,
this was I had to agree because the first few episodes were so boring, dude. It reminded me of the first few episodes of Andor, where it was just it's cinematography. It looks great, right? Acting's pretty damn good, but story-wise, I'm bored. Right? I'm checking my phone. Usually, if I'm checking my phone during Star Wars, there's a problem.
Well,
right.
So I will say that, like on episode 5, I was eating, bro. I stopped eating because I was freaking watching.
Yeah.
Episode 5 irritates me because it's so damn good, and it makes me wish that was the show that we got. Right. Like I like Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. I understand we want to see Thrawn. I don't know about y'all. I would have much rather had preferred a flashback or kind of Tales of the. We did Tales of the Jedi. Do Tales of the Clone Wars, right? Do unseen battles and unseen footage between Anakin and Ahsoka. The actress who played Ahsoka, I forget her name, but she was killing it as Ahsoka. Hayden Christensen returning. He was the best part of the series. So it's like, and we only got one line from Rex. So it's like, we didn't get to see Zeb. There's things in the series that let me down where I
just realized that we didn't see Zeb.
Yeah, I'm like, it's underwhelming. That's how I would describe this series. Rating wise, I'm going to give it a 6.5. I feel underwhelmed. Do I see myself rewatching the series? Hell no. And that's my issue, is that I would rather go back and rewatch season 3 of Mando rather than watching this. And that's bad because Mando 3 was ass. So go ahead though, brother.
I don't know about that. I was thinking that to myself too. I don't know if I would watch Mando season 3 over this.
See, but it had more enjoyable moments, I think.
Yeah.
So
outside of that though.
as somebody who also has not seen all the other animated series of Star Wars, I was a little like disappointed with this show. It didn't fit my pacing that I like. It didn't fit the expectations or unravelings that I expected for this show. I did, like with these characters, even the character development for me was like a little bit all over the place for me.
Mm.
I don't know if like what I was expecting of Sabine from, I heard a lot about Sabine and she just, like, I don't know, like for me, she wasn't, the character that I expected to be, right? Like, cause I have no prior knowledge of her and stuff like that. So, maybe that's also an issue, but when you think about the mass amount of people watching, these shows on Disney Plus, like how many of them have actually seen those
Not a
shows
lot.
that can relate to this? It's a little bit tougher as a watch because I don't have the nostalgia behind it. And if this was just a show and it wasn't like, I always think like if this was just a show that was not Star Wars related, would I have enjoyed this show? And if it wasn't for Anakin, like Anakin was the reason why I was on here, right? Like Anakin was one of the main reasons why. I mean, obviously I wanted to see Ahsoka too, but I think Anakin was the main reason why I came to watch the show. I was like, when am I going to see him? When is he going to come out? Oh, there he is. And when he showed up, he but this show's not Anakin, right? This show is Ahsoka, and it's I don't know. Like it wasn't the most entertaining show overall. I was actually gonna give it a 7.5, and I was thinking that was too low. But after hearing y'all, I'm okay with giving it a 6 as well. It just I don't know if I'd go back and rewatch this. I'd go back and rewatch episode 5 for sure.
Yeah, I would too. Now, when I think about the show, I think of this, like this. So basically, this is the start of the season, and this is the middle of the season right there, and this is the end. So it's like, it's good, and then it goes.
Doesn't that suck though? Because out of 8 episodes, 2 or 3 of them we all enjoyed.
Yeah.
Right. The rest of them we were like, whatever. Like for me, example, right? If y'all remember, I was super, super excited to have Marok as an Inquisitor character, right? I think me and Nick both agreed that was the best looking Inquisitor thus far in Star Wars. He had a cool looking mask. Like I was excited to find out who this was. There was rumors and rumblings like this was Mephisto all over again, like in WandaVision. We were all like, this is Starkiller from the game. This is Vader's other apprentice. Like fans are writing the show better than. We never got answers on that, by the way. Like they never explained that. Like what the fuck? That's what I'm saying with the Disney Plus shows, man. They write things and they're like, here's you're gonna get answers in this episode or the next week, and you never get the damn answer, and you're like, the fuck, Disney? Like, you set something up and then you never tell us. So
and the way that it ended too, like you talked about a little bit, but just to think about when are we gonna see something again from Star Wars like this, like. It's gonna be a while until we see any sort of continuation or until we see anything. And so like I already like feel like I'm not right now, I feel like there's no hype right now.
Right.
Usually there's hype and then like, oh, it dies down. Oh, there, we can continue the hype. Right now it's like how much can they milk Anakin in the future really to hype me up again
honestly, I think that this is the last time we'll see Anakin right here. This picture.
Yeah, I do too. But I don't know because that was the highlight of the show, right? That brought up a lot of viewers. That brought up a lot.
I mean, I think they have the potential to do more if they were to. I mean, to utilize Anakin, just do more flashbacks throughout the next season, right? Like I don't know, right? Every episode could be a flashback or something. There's still 20 recordings out there that we have yet to watch. So
they need those 20 other ones, dude.
But it's just the hype, right? Like the hype is, think about the MCU hype, right? Think about the MCU hype. Think about like all the big hypes, and right now there is no hype, in my opinion, for me going into the next Star Wars film because I don't know what's coming. There was no big, like cliffhanger for me to be like, oh my god, like I'm excited for the next one. But right now it's just like, oh my god.
And especially with how long it took too, because I feel like Ahsoka was announced like what 3-4 years ago, man. Like this show took fucking forever to come out. So, and I'm looking at like season 2 of Loki just came out tonight, right? Loki came out 2.5 years ago, y'all. 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
2.5 years for a season. Look, cable television didn't even take that long. Breaking Bad was like either 6 months to a year in
Yeah.
between seasons. Walking Dead was
Walking
5 to
Dead.
6 months
Yeah.
in between seasons. 2.5 years is fucking absurd. Sorry, I'm cussing too
Yeah.
much. I'm very upset with Disney, right? It is absolutely absurd and ludicrous to make people wait that long, right? And it's especially for something like this, like we know the outcome of this, right? We know Thrawn's not going to win, so I feel like that's part of the disappointment, right? We know the First Order is going to take over. We know that he's not going to be successful, so I don't feel like
Yeah.
there's any stakes. There's no sense of urgency, right? And it's like, I feel like by the end of this series, we should have all been like excited to see Mando meet Hera and Chopper and all these other characters, and I feel like there's no
Yeah.
talk about that. Nobody
Yeah.
gives a shit. So
Yeah. No, it's just give me a Lord Balin and a Shin, and I'll
Yeah,
be
that's
good.
all I need, honestly. I
That's
probably
all
don't
I
even
need.
Shin
And how
either.
sad is that, by the way? Like,
don't even
I
want the
don't
main
know
character.
the Mortis story as well as Steve and some of these other guys in the community, but it's really sad to me that they set up such a cool potential storyline for that guy and unfortunately passed away. So
No.
that's the last time we'll see
Yeah,
that character.
that's a tough. And he did good, man. He did
did
really
great.
good. He's
Dude, I
probably
was
my
so
favorite character. He's probably my favorite character in the series. Obviously outside of Anakin, but
That's my biggest
Yeah.
complaint with this episode is that they not only forced those two characters in here, but it felt like the show forgot about them. And it was like, oh yeah, here's Shin and Balin.
I
Here's
forgot
what
that
they're
they were
doing.
in the show too.
And
was
it felt like the show
bro.
forgot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude.
I wonder how much of the ending was changed based off of his passing away.
That's
You
a good
know?
point. That's a good
That's true.
point.
You know,
Yeah.
I wonder how much of that was like done for that. So,
And,
was
Oh, go ahead, brother. Sorry. I was about to say.
like I wonder if like him standing on that was like a little tribute to him or something like that. Being on that statue or whatever he was on that mountain piece, whatever. So it's just like I just wonder how much of that impacted them doing like a reshoots near the end to exclude him as much as possible, and maybe that's why they I don't know. Wonder how much that changed.
I looked into it a little bit. Apparently, he's at a place where he's sourcing out the being in the Star Wars universe who is the most chaotic, like more so than Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, nice.
Right. Chris is saying something about Morgan, right? Did a good job in the fight scene. We didn't even talk about Morgan Elsbeth, right?
Oh, yeah.
Cool fight scene, but forgettable character in the show.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Aaron collects in here. Hello.
What's up,
How you
Aaron?
doing? How you doing? Yeah. I had to watch Rebels and know the characters. Yeah. I laughed at that Ahsoka got shot at so many times, but and hit nothing. Yeah, and no one was hit. That always happens in Star Wars, though. By all those troopers or the ship. I know, right? Like even the ship didn't hit any one of them. So
ironically, the zombie troopers had better aim than alive troopers. So
I know, right? Nutch is saying hello, Nutch. I don't think you've said anything, but hello. How are you doing? Glad to see you here. He's saying Ahsoka was horrible for me. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are like saying like 9.7, 9. I don't know how, but you know what? People like what they like, and I can respect it though. I respect.
I will say, this gave me Star Wars fatigue for a little bit, honestly.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Morgan actually did good on that fight scene. She did. I like that fight scene. It was pretty good. That one was
pretty
awesome.
cool.
I was thinking that like it would be like how Mando. You remember when Mando was fighting the Beskar spear with the lightsaber and it like heated up? I thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. Kathleen Kennedy is pushing out straight garbage.
Surprising that she's not been fired yet. She's been underneath controversy for many years now.
Yes. So. Yeah, no knock to anybody that liked it though. I honestly,
no, for sure.
Yeah, you probably did like it because you're very into to Clone Wars and Rebels, so I understand that. I'm kind of like that with like El Camino, like we would say. El Camino, I know did not get any good, feedback, but a lot of us Breaking Bad fans like it. I mean, I can see why people didn't like it because I kind of, but I will watch it though. I will watch it because it does involve that and.
I've gone back and rewatched that scene where he pops those dudes in the warehouse. Dude, it's such a good scene. I love El Camino.
So I might need to watch it again because I just watched.
We should do a watch along for that one because that'd be fun. Yeah.
But yeah, guys, that's kind of the end of the stream. That's the last thing I had to say. At least there was so much stuff this week, guys. There was, I know I didn't get through probably half of it, but if I got through everything, this thing would have been going so fast, or we would be here for freaking hours. So I picked out I picked
This is
out the
awesome,
things
bro.
I picked out the things that were kind of important. And I don't know if we got a drop or anything. A few things.
I checked, but I didn't see anything.
No. Yeah. So we've only done one breaking news on this channel. Whenever something dropped or anything like that. So hey guys, I'm late as hell, but wanted to say hello. Hello,
up,
Movie
Movie Cannon?
Cannon. Hello. I just followed you on Instagram not too long ago. So
What's up, brother?
That movie.
Good to see you, brother.
I think he followed me back. So that felt good. But let's go down and see what you guys have going on the channel. I know everybody's probably a little sleepy and everything, but Daniel, what do you got going on the channel coming up?
Yeah, man. So yesterday I had the very first episode for this month's collecting from the Book of Spotchka, spooky themed episodes, and Reversio and Austin were with me, of course. And next week we're going to possibly have Feezy's figures on there, and then the week after we're going to have Joey, and then the week after we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun, man. Y'all already know I'm a gigantic spooky fan, so. Other than that, tomorrow I was going to have a Devil in the Details episode coming out. I just had a lot of stuff going on in Spotch's life recently, so we're going to push that back by a week. But next week we'll have another episode of Devil in the Details and Book of Spotchka next week. Probably going to be trying to do some reviews as well because the Peacemaker review did surprisingly well. So
did
you guys,
it do good?
Yeah, it did pretty good. You guys seem to enjoy it, so I'll do
It was
more
really
reviews.
good. I liked it.
That's awesome, man.
Well, thank you. So I'll do a review for the Wonder Woman Golden Armor from 1984.
I'm gonna try to ship that tomorrow. I'm gonna try.
Oh, hell yeah. And then I'm going to review the Yan Toys Riddler once my InArt Batman gets here to pair them and pose them up together, and then also do Polka Dot Man. So, yeah, man, that's what's coming to the channel.
All right. Zio, what you got? And everybody's YouTube stuff, even Austin, his stuff is down there. Everybody's stuff is down there in the description. If you guys want to give them a follow on Instagram, both of them have Instagrams, everything like that. YouTube as well. So, Zio, what you got coming up?
Yeah. So right now I'm thinking Saturday there's a local comic book store here in Houston, and they're having a little mini con. So I might actually go out there just to get some content and vlog, and hopefully maybe find me a good price. I don't know if I'll find a good price out there, but I am looking for a that Cody. I think you and I talked about that, getting that Clone Wars Cody. That's one that I'm looking for. So if I found that one out there, that might be something really cool. So I'll be doing that. My boy Juan Broke on Toys is coming on Sunday. We're gonna watch some football games here. So maybe I'll do some content with him because he'll come into the studio and check out some of the figures that he hasn't seen in a while. Yeah. And then I'm still working on the Carnage shot. I need to get to this guy. I've just been super busy getting rid of some figures, so I haven't been able to shoot him yet. Also, once I get your shirt, I haven't checked the mail, so maybe it's there.
Yeah, because
it should be pretty quick.
Philip the Fool said that he got his, and so you should have too.
I'll check that out, and then I'll probably do a little photo shoot, model a little bit, and show off your shirt a little bit, bro. So I'm gonna try to get you put the 90mm to work. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I want to do something for you, man. So I appreciate that, and I'll be getting you some shirts out there for both of y'all too. So
I would love a reverse Dio shirt, bro.
Yeah, so we'll get there. We'll get there. So, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me. It was a fun, and I'm looking forward to being on here on a regular basis, man. So
that'd be awesome.
Excited.
Welcome to the
What about you, Joey? What you got going on, man?
Oh man, I feel like I have been slacking on this channel. I don't know.
Taking a break.
No, you got the Doc Ock review coming soon, though, don't you?
I still am working on quarter scale Iron Man review. I still got what else do I have? I'm gonna do the Doc Ock. Yeah, the Doc Ock review. I did vlogging. I'm gonna have a vlog for the fair as well. I did that today. Just a lot of stuff is going to come out. I just have been so busy at work. I haven't been able to do anything at all.
Same, dude. Same.
Bro, it's so bad. But that's a Fantastic Four. Yes, that's us. Yes. Which Austin can say right now. But yeah, I think he had to go to sleep.
Which members are we, though? Because, that's an interesting debate, right? Because I feel like Austin is obviously Invisible Woman. because but like,
We'll
which
give
one
him
of us
that.
is Mr. Fantastic? Which one of us is Human Torch? And one of us is Ben Grimm?
I have no idea. I don't watch
Let us
that.
know down below.
Yeah.
Let us know below for sure.
But anyways, guys, that was a fun session.
This
Thank
was
you
fun,
guys.
man. Thank you guys
Yeah,
so much.
thank you all for showing up as you do every week. This one was a little bit shorter of an episode, so I'm sorry, you guys, but you know, we had one less person. Well, actually, two less people because we did not have a special guest this week. But next week we will. I'll try to get somebody on. Hopefully, it'll be somebody awesome as usual. But anyways, guys, it's been Collector Joey and friends. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Drink it down.